Let's go. Alright, so, talk to me, guys. How's everyone doing? I'm going to tell you all about my day today. I woke up, had some breakfast. After that, I watched a little TV. It was a very lazy Sunday today. Actually celebrated my wife's birthday, which is tomorrow. Me and her and the family went to Morimoto, really nice sushi restaurant in Philly, which is where I'm from. Absolutely enjoyed the sushi. Absolutely gained like 10 pounds just in the one meal. But that's alright. It was well worth it. Well worth it. Let me know how the volume's sounding. If my voice sounds okay, if the music sounds too loud, too low, or it's just right. Appreciate all feedback. So that was my day today. I didn't actually bother with either of the football games. I don't know, I didn't have any interest. But I did hear that Andy Reid lost in overtime, which is too bad. The overtime rule sucks in the NFL. Like, both teams should absolutely have, ability to go down the field. It's kind of garbage, the whole sudden death thing. And then I heard, I think the Rams won. Awesome, thank you for that feedback, Martin Turbide. Greatly appreciate it. So, yeah, it's looking like the Super Bowl is going to be the Rams and Bengals. I mean, I'll probably watch it for the ads, but more a bandwagoner than anything. So yeah, this was a very lazy Sunday. There really wasn't much to be said going on there. But one thing that that was cool is I went on Zophar's domain and I posted an article. This is only the second time in like maybe 15, 16 years that I've actually posted anything on there. I posted about the SNEStical source code earlier in the week, and then I posted about my new foray into the world of Twitch streaming. So that was pretty cool. I went and I established a Twitter presence. I've had a Twitter account for like 10 years or something, but I never do anything with it. Not a really big Twitter person, but I went and I redid the entire account and started it back up. So that was pretty cool. So I also started a YouTube channel, the Zophar brand, on there, and popped some videos up. I'm still figuring it all out, so don't mind the mess while I just figure out, the modern age. I've been sleeping for 20 years, not unlike Rip Van Winkle or Sleeping Beauty, except I have none of the beauty. And so that's what I was working on, popping some videos up. Nothing too crazy. Just a lazy Sunday here at the domain. Game volume's a little high, but not bad. Let me adjust that Welsish. Just go down a hair. Go down, let's see, 1 tick to -4 decibels. Welsish, let me know if this is better, good sir. And hi, by the way, thanks for stopping by. Greatly appreciate you. Guys, when Welsish is here, I feel compelled to do better. Because, I suck at most video games, and so the presence of someone that doesn't suck at video games always motivates me to try to have a little skill. I think what I need to work on more is just, watching the chat. Thanks, Welsish. Watching the chat and still paying attention to a game like this. Like, in an RPG, it's not a problem, which is the kind of game I prefer. But in games like this that require, timing, reaction speed, I just fall on my face when I'm watching the chat. And this is nothing. There's not much going on in the chat yet because I'm only 2.5 weeks into streaming. Give it a little bit of time when the chat has more population, hopefully, in the future. It's going to be even harder for me to watch, so I just got to work on those skills now. So you were all my beta testers. You didn't even know it. Thanks for not, necessarily volunteering, but accepting it anyway, because you are all my beta testers now. So, what else is going on? Talk a little bit about the travesty of today's football games. Whoops. Tomorrow, I plan on, we'll see what happens, but I plan on trying to stream longer. The longest stream that I've really done is like 3.5 hours so far since I started doing this again, or doing this period. And that was for The Adventures of Willie Beamish. Definitely got wrecked on that prototype game day. Yeah, I was watching you. I was like, ooh. Walzish is having fun learning this one. Did you enjoy it? You look like you were having fun despite the, learning it and the difficulty. I don't mind a challenge. I hate it when games are cheap. Like, I gotta say, like, Splatterhouse 2 and the final boss gauntlet of Castlevania's Bloodlines for Sega Genesis really pissed me off. Like, I was like, come on, man. Like, how are you supposed to avoid that crap? Like, I was like, load state. And I've developed, like, this weird, like, canter to my voice that sounds a lot like you, Welsish. Like, I was sitting there going, reset. Like, without even realizing. I watched back the stream, I was like, oh, geez, I sound like Welsish. Which is a compliment, by the way. Not a bad thing. But it's funny, like, you watch enough streams and, like, people's personalities start to, like, blend into you. It's pretty funny. Well, guys, I'm excited to say that we're in level 3, and I only lost 1 life. And it was when I was looking at the chat. So I would say I am definitely getting better at this game. Now, I'm saying that knowing that the game is about to get very hard. As you guys know, level 3 can be challenging if you're not paying attention. And then level 4 is where I always start to have a lot of trouble. So, we'll see what happens. I'm going to be paying attention for a little bit from this point, so don't mind me. Feel free to chat. I promise that when I'm not getting, a hail of bullets, shoot. See what I mean? When I'm not getting a hail of bullets on me, I will take a peek back. You might notice that Nightbot is a little bit more excitable tonight. I was playing around with some of the filters, as well as giving him more to talk about. So let me know if what you think. I also added some commands to him. So number 1, if you hit !clip, he will clip a piece of the action. So feel free to clip anything you think is memorable, or anywhere where you think I'm raging and it's funny, or whatever you want. You can also utilize this guy here. I also added a shout-out mechanism to him, so I just have to remember to use it. So we did lose a couple lives here, guys, but we're at the boss, so it's still not too bad. Looks like only one of you decided to take the poll. That's okay. 100% of the one of you absolutely thinks I'm going to succeed. So thank you to the one person, the one believer. I appreciate you. I'll do my very best to not let you down, my friend. I knew it was you, Welsish. Alright, so kick the poop out of this dude. So one thing I do want to do, I don't want to just do retro games. There's going to be times where I'm going to play, games that are in, we'll say, the retro vein, but are more modern. So like Streets of Rage 4 is the immediate one that comes to mind, because I love the Streets of Rage series, if you hadn't noticed. Warning, enemy cruise ship making a fast approach. This is where I start to have trouble, guys. Let's see what happens. I only lost, I got some extra lives, so I'm back up to 97, so actually doing really well. This is probably the best I've played since I started streaming this game. Like, if I didn't have the 99 live code, I would actually still be going at this point. All the other times I played this week, I would have died and had a repeat level. Ooh, that was pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, we're not doing too bad here. Let's see what we can do on the way up. Winner chicken dinner. Winner chicken dinner. So here's something funny. I mentioned earlier how I took my wife and my son to Morimoto in Philly for sushi for her birthday, and which is actually tomorrow. and I didn't realize. So in Philly, there's a mandate that went into effect like a month ago. So remember, I'm from Philly, but I don't live in Philly these days. I live in the burbs, and there's a mandate there now where if you're going to go to any restaurant or bar, you have to bring your vaccination card showing that you're fully vaccinated, or a picture of your vaccination card. And I forgot the card, and I was like, oh geez, and like we're on the highway and everything. I'm like, oh my god, I ruined my wife's birthday. Like, this sucks. But fortunately, my wife had the hindsight of having pictures of both hers and my son's vaccination card. And I had forgotten that I actually have an app where I took a picture of my vaccination card when I got vaccinated last year. So even though I didn't have the card with me, I had enough information to where they let me in. They let us in because we had the pictures overall. So definitely got lucky there. But I mean, wow, what a drag that would have been. Like, got all the way to the highway and then find out, you know, we can't go to this restaurant on like the one day me and my wife and my son were all off at the same time. That would have sucked. Alright, well, we're definitely losing some lives here, but I don't think it's going to be as bad as... I spoke too soon. I was about to say as bad as yesterday, but it's kind of starting the same way. See, the thing with this game is if you die and you're on a boss, you can get really screwed with the... There we go. Alright, I think we can recover now. But yeah, if I wasn't using the 99 life code, I would have just game over here and had to continue, and I would have had to start back at the beginning of the level. So that's why I say, yeah, I'm getting better at it, but I have a long way to go. One day I would love to be able to beat this game without using the 99 life code. It's just, I don't see it. And I've been playing this game since I was 12. So, you know, we'll see. Yo, Dark Mex, how you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by. I'm happy to say that... Happy to say I just died. Happy to say that, although you see me dying a lot, this is the best I've played this game all week. Up at this point, so I'm pretty happy about that. And I'm also very excited that I want to start, like, playing some RPGs on the stream, which is the kind of games I really love. Ooh, that was pretty good, too. But, yeah. I think that I'm going to make short work of this brain here. Show him who's boss. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is definitely the best I've played this whole week. I'm very happy. Yeah, it's not terrible. I think that if I had just done better, like, on that, not the brain boss, but the sub-boss right before him, like, if I hadn't died where I did, because I lost almost all my lives at that one part, I could be going into this level not having lost 3 lives yet. Shit. That sucks. Alright, time to concentrate. Because I think this is the hardest level. And I think yep. Alright, concentration time. Zophar's digging in. Eat my wake. Yeah. I think I find this harder than the other levels because of the forced scrolling. I've always had issues with like games that scroll and you have to keep up. I like to go at my own pace, and obviously when it does this, you can't go at your own pace at all. Shit, that was unfair. Actually, it's not unfair at all. I should have known that was there. It's only killed me like every single time I played this level. Yeah, like I'm unsure of like, should I be trying to kill those things or should I just be avoiding their missiles? I don't know. I haven't decided. Alright, well, we're at the boss. Now, if I can only lose 1 or 2 lives here, I'll be way ahead. But I always have trouble, like deciding what the strategy I should be using is. Well, I'll tell you one thing, this thing has to die as fast as possible. There we go. Damn it. Yeah, so if I was playing for real, this is always the game over level. Like, without cheating, I always game over here. But I've never made it further than this level without cheating. Because this boss always wrecks me. And this isn't even the hardest boss in my opinion. I think the one in the next level is the hardest boss. Wellsish, what do you think? I know you don't play this game, but like just from your observations, like, do you think I should be going for the smaller cannons, or should I just be focusing on the big laser? What would you do? See, like my OCD like requires me to like kill everything, but maybe that's not the best strategy. Maybe I should just be focusing on the gun. Let's see what happens if I do that. If I just focus on the gun, and not the ones to the right and left of the cannon. Actually, it's only that one left anyway. Probably be in better shape if I do that. See, I don't think I actually have to kill the other cannons. Or cannon. Yeah, I don't. Alright, yeah, so there is a better way to do that boss then. But this is the best I've ever played this game since streaming it. Love the misspelling. Gotta brow it out. You guys ready to brow out the enemy's base? I know I am. Browing out base, browing out base. Gonna brow out the enemy's base really hard. And Zophar cannot sing. I don't know why I am singing right now. And there's lag because the audio is off by about 200 milliseconds. 200 milliseconds. I think that channel points requires me to stop singing because I am giving away the song for free. I'll stop. Yeah, I don't have any cool songs like the Retro Runner or Arcus. I should create some. They'd all be cheesy as hell though, just to be clear. Like, I don't have like I'll Kill You or Murder You song. We don't have any cottage cheese levels in Sol Feace. The pseudo-isometric view makes it difficult to determine. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, look at Nightbot trying to make things interesting. Alright, so for those of you watching me streaming this the last few nights, you know that I never kill this stupid thing. And I'm gonna try to kill it now. Damn it! It's over. Pretty much, if you die on him even one time, you're not gonna kill him. Because he scrolls off you after a while. It was a worthy shot, but no, we're not killing him. And I definitely stuck with him far too long. But we are on track from a poll perspective. Like, we're gonna finish with, I think, way more than 40 lives at the rate we're going. As long as I have a good boss battle. I don't even know what I consider a good boss battle. Oh, I lost a life for no reason. Alright. So, back to my Morimoto story, my sushi place restaurant. So we got there, they accepted the vaccination pictures that we showed them, and I had built it up to my son. He's only 6, and we were refraining from taking him there for his whole life because he's only 6, and it's a nice restaurant. He's not ready for it, I thought. But I was like, let's give it a chance and celebrate my wife's birthday and let Hunter come and all that. And yeah, I asked him what he thought of it, and he said he gives it a 5 out of 10. And I was like, why are you giving it? And he likes sushi, by the way. And I'm like, why do you give it a 5 out of 10? And he said the pieces of tofu in the miso soup were too large. I was like, that's a good point. Because, like, if you guys ever had miso soup, you know how there's tofu in it? These are, like, the largest pieces of tofu you'll ever see. Like, they gotta be, like, 3-inch pieces of tofu. Like, it didn't even fit in his mouth. It's so little. So, yeah, the miso soup was not a... He was not a fan. Hey, DC Bueller. Thanks for the good luck. The hardest boss in the game, in Zophar's opinion, is kicking my ass right now. But not so much that I don't think I can finish with 50 lives. I think I can do enough damage from this point. Hold on. Let's see what I can do here. Shoot. I think I can. Or 40 lives, rather. Yeah, it's always a... Oh, these are the things, those yellow lasers, they're always the things that crush me. I don't quite know how to deal with them. Like, I wonder if there's a place you can stand where you're always guaranteed to not get hit by them. probably is. I just don't know where it is. This is what I've never figured out. Does anybody else concur with Hyper Z that the music is louder than my voice? Because I will lower it a bit more if that's the case. If just one person concurs with that. I know Hyper Z prefers lower music. I love music. Actually, funny story about music. So, I was thinking about this the other day, like the fact that of all the emulator sites that were around in the 90s, there's not very many left. Zophar's Domain is one of the few, maybe the only. And I was asking people, like, why do you still visit it? I'm honored that people do, but I'm like, why? What is it about the site you like? The emulators are, you know, a lot of them are out of date. And they said it's the music archive. I said, oh, okay, the NSFs and whatnot. They're like, yeah. So I've always been huge on video game music. I can turn the music down. All right, that settles it. It will go down. Thank you, Welsish. Go down to -6, 7. All right, we lowered it by 3 decibels. Let me know how this sounds. Tell me if this is better. So you're watching it on the TV. Alright, tell me how you guys feel about this. This is down 3 decibels, so I didn't do anything to my microphone settings, I just turned the music down. Damn it. Another thing I'm noticing too is, like, it depends on what you're watching on. Like, when I watch it on the TV, it sounds totally different than it sounds when I'm watching on my Mac. Which is different than how it sounds when I'm watching on my phone. I wish it was more consistent. Darkmex says it's good, alright. Appreciate you, Darkmex. Martin's also watching it on the TV. Hyper Z is saying to put on some headphones. Did I ever tell you guys I am not a headphone fan? The reason I'm wearing headphones is I don't have a choice. If I don't wear headphones, I won't hear the music. Because if I put it on, you know, if I let the music come out of the Mac, it's just gonna bleed in. I tested this out a few weeks ago. It just causes all kinds of weird echoing and, you know, but I gotta have the music. I can't play a game without it. I remember when I was a kid, yeah, every game is different. I remember when I was a kid, like, I had friends, I'd go to their houses and watch them play games, and they would, like, turn the music off a lot of the time, and I'm like, why are you doing that? They're like, you know, I'm bored of the music. I'm like, what do you mean you're bored of the music? Like, that's the music. Like, this is how the author of the game intended it to be played, with sound, and why are you not playing it with sound? It always bothered the crap out of me. Yes, Hyper Z, every time you ever watched any show or movie and you lowered down the music, that always annoyed me. That's me. I can understand why some people don't like it. I can also understand why some people will put different music on. Like, if it's a really bad soundtrack, and there's a lot of games that just the sound is horrible, I can understand why you'd want to, like, put on, like, a rockin' Metallica tune or something. But I can't play games in silence. I can't do it. It takes the fun out of it for me. There has to be music. Has to be something in the background, you know? And it's better if the soundtrack is good, obviously. But that's what I think. That's my opinion. And if you do not agree, I'm okay with it. I respect it. But that's what I think. And now you know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. So guys, we are going to beat this with 56 lives left, which means we only used 44, which means the one person that took the poll wins the whatever. Wins nothing. A hearty helping of nothing. At some point I am going to add a poll to let you bet channel points. Once I figure out the best way to do that. People who play games in silence are the same people who drink gin neat, who are the same people who have children's skins hiding in their attic. And how do you know that, Welsish? Don't answer that. Sure, it's just your theory. You don't actually know anyone like that. Oh, very good. What's cool about the final boss battle is I wasn't even really watching the screen much. I was looking at the chat. It's very easy. And that is Sol Feace in half an hour. So, good job, believer. Thank you for believing in me. I believe in you. Alright, so let's go change the poll up here. Let you guys enjoy the beautiful end credits before we move on to our next game. And on to this guy here. There. New poll. This will be a good one. Alright, new poll is up. Did I find 2 articles to talk about? So HyperZ made a recommendation to me of every day I stream, take 2 topics, put them in front of me, and talk about those 2 topics. So actually, I happen to already talk about the 2 topics, HyperZ. I think you missed them. So instead, we're going to add some new topics to the list, including the video games themselves, which you know I love talking about video games.